Hello and thank you for joining me on my colouring quest. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a slightly different video. Firstly, I'm going to be showing you this new book from Colour in Heaven to celebrate their 10 years of Colouring Heaven. Like, I wasn't around for the whole of it, but like since 2020 I have been buying their magazines. And then towards the second half of the video I will colour a page from here as well. But to start off with, I want to share with you like my Colour in Heaven journey, if that makes sense. Like the first book I got, some of my favourite pages, how many books I have and stuff like that. Yeah, let me just say I have more than I thought, and I have more that I haven't coloured in than I thought. But hopefully I will be able to like slowly colour through them. But the problem is they come out with like amazing books all the time, and you just got you got to get them while you can. Because if you didn't already know, if they release a book and it goes like out of stock, the probability of that book coming back in stock are very slim to none, unless they have also released it as a digital version. I do believe that some are available on their Amazon as well, but that's a bit different. And yeah, so I pick them up if I see them, I like them, I get them. I do not have a subscription, although previously I did join their Discovery Club. When I first started getting Colour in Heaven, the Discovery Club was separate from the subscription, and I got the Discovery Club, and you would get like a page to print out and stuff. But yes, now I believe that's included in the subscription. I don't do that anymore. Right, so let's get started, else this is going to be a long video anyway. So yes, let me just put these to the side as it's too much on the desk. And I can probably zoom in a bit now, because as you can see that stack brought it up to like here. That should be okay, or do I need to come out slightly? I do want to get the whole book in. That will do. So as you can see here, it's got the world's best colouring, Colour in Heaven presents, celebrating 10 years of Colour in Heaven. And this features many of the well-known artists that have featured throughout the years within the Colour in Heaven magazines. And yeah, I like the way that they have set this out. So if I take you to the first page, like this literally arrived today, so I had a quick flip through, but that's about it. So first we're starting off with Selena Fennick, and as you can see here, the first image by each artist, which would be this one, is a new and exclusive design for the magazine celebrating the 10 years. And then the second image from the artist is their favourite design, so this one. And then the third one is their most popular design, so which for some reason I haven't seen this one before. Like, it's their most popular, but I actually haven't seen it, so that's wonderful. And then their fourth page is the cover design for an issue they've done for Colour in Heaven. So in Selena Fennick's case, it is the Gothic special. But as you may know, these artists within this book would have featured in multiple books of Colour in Heaven, but they've just picked like their sort of main focus book, I think. So next we have Anne Stokes, amazing, like as always. So their exclusive design, it's like feeding her dragons, I'm guessing. Yes, feeding cake, because it's to sell. All of the new images celebrate the 10th anniversary. So the favourite design, I do love that design as well, I have to be honest. Scares the life out of me to actually colour it, but you know. And then most popular design, I have seen this one a lot. And over this side they do actually have like little like snippets talking about like the artwork and stuff. I haven't actually got to read through all of them yet. As I said, I only just got it, but yeah, it's a great idea to do, isn't it? And then World of Dragons special, which I need to colour in more. I have coloured in it though. So next we have Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Like, wow. No, I love her designs, but again, sometimes I do find myself struggling to colour them because, yeah, you don't want to mess it up, do you? And then most popular design. I do have to say I've seen this one coloured a lot. And then the Halloween special. Next we have Kanako Agusa, and this is also the cover art, which is absolutely stunning, and this will be the page that I will be colouring because I just love it, and I feel like I'm going to mess it up, but hopefully I won't. But yeah, I really want to colour this, and that puppy is so cute. I'm a cat person, but I will not sway away from the cuteness of puppies. So then we have a favourite design. I actually don't recall seeing this one. It probably is within another book. But yeah, I have to say I find her artwork very intimidating. And yeah, I have to say as well that I have her Colour in Heaven books, but have I coloured in them? I have yet to finish a page, I think. I may have coloured one. I know I've started one. I actually have a couple started on various books, but it's like, don't ruin it, don't ruin it, don't ruin it, because they're beautiful. And then this one I've definitely seen. And then Kanako's Secret World of Animals special. I believe this is one of the more earlier ones because I don't have this, and I don't think I've seen it about really either. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't. Secret World of Animals. Yeah, I don't remember this one anyway. Somebody in the comments will tell me it's like quite recent or something, and I don't know. I would have got it if it was recent. And then we move on to Christine Karen. I also love this one. Like, cheers to 10 years. This, I did not expect to turn the page and see this one, but I love it. And I have seen it before, but like, it's nice to see like their favourite designs. And then most popular, wait, there was a time where mushrooms were like the most popular thing to colour, isn't it? I think they're still popular to colour, but I do have to say I find them difficult to pick out colours. I have to look up actual images of mushrooms, else I would just colour them all the same and it would be boring. And then we've got Woodland Fairies special. Next we have Yana Prosperina. And yeah, love them. See, I didn't expect this one to be here either. And it says that this is a favourite because, like, it being a male portrait can be difficult, and it was step out of her comfort zone, so it was exciting to explore drawing. My gosh. Yeah, I'm a slow reader, so you probably all just read that before me anyway. And this is a fairy special. I do have that one as well. Next is Sarah Richter, and like her illustrations again, amazing, intimidating. Like I have a page from her book, Colour in Heaven book, and I started it. This is adorable, and there's so many leaves that I've actually, I think it is in this one, Creatures of the Night. Was it that one? I can't be sure now. Like, I sometimes get confused because they feature in different books. And yeah, oh my gosh, so many leaves. And I started it, and I think it's the only page that I've ever thought, no, I'm leaving this for a while, and I'm writing down the colours because I know I'm not coming back to it for a while, you know. Next we have Maud Lemoyne. Love that. Happy birthday. That'd be a fun one to colour. I remember wanting to colour this one, but I still haven't. That's a Fantasy Figures special. Love that one. Again, most of my Colour in Heaven I've completed like one page, except for like I have a few sort of favourite books. Next we have Ennis Guerrero. Absolutely love her work, like one of my favourites again. And as you'll see in a minute, one of her copies of Colour in Heaven was my first, so it's where it all started for me. So yeah, absolutely love her work. Again, very, very intimidating. And that was the Gothic Fantasy special. That is not the one that was my first though, it's the other one. Next we have Daria Sakasoy. And again, great new page. I just love how they're all celebrating. Like, obviously they all fit the theme, but you know, it's nice to see. And I have to say, her style I do find quite difficult to colour actually. I didn't think I would, but I do. And that's Little Cutie special. And then we have Yuriko Shirou. Love it again. Again, very intimidating artwork. I have one of her books that I have yet to colour in. Is it called Dark Dolls? Like, absolutely amazing artwork in there, but yeah. The problem when that one came out though was I had a couple of other new books, so it ended up being put on the shelf before I gave it a chance, and then other books come out and then you start colouring other things for different seasons, and you, if anybody colours, they know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, look at the detail in their work, it's just amazing. Yeah, Dark Dolls, love it. Absolutely intimidates the life out of me. And then we have Anna Marine, which I absolutely love her style. Like, it's both simplicity and complicated at the same time, which is a thing that I quite love and enjoy colouring. So I do really want to colour these ones as well. It's like there's enough detail there to keep you occupied, but like you're also not gonna, it's not gonna intimidate the life out of me. I think it would for some people though. Like, and I do, she does the Halloween ones quite like well. Gothic Pinup Special was her one, and this one over here is the page I coloured from that book, the actual full page. So that is, yeah, that's some of their newer ones on the back there. I didn't get the dogs or the teddies or the mandalas, but I have the summer and the fairy tale princesses. Yeah, I'm, as much as, like I said, that puppy's cute, I don't think I want a full dogs one. I got the cats one though, because, you know, cat person. And the teddies, I'm not really, I don't really find myself gravitating towards colouring teddies. So I didn't get that one. I mean, in the future I may like give in if it's still available, but yeah, at this present time, like, I have a lot that I need to colour in already. So I'm now going to move on to some of the books I have here. But first of all, I want to share with you, I have like how many Colour in Heaven books I had. I counted them, as I said, and I was quite shocked. So I have 7 of the pocket editions, which is Colour in Heaven, like the smaller version. So I have 7 of them. Oh, these are the ones I'm going to be showing. But this is my newest one, Woodland Whimsy. So this is the one I haven't coloured in. This is by Paper Panda, and this is absolutely adorable. Like, how could I not get this? Look at them. I'm not going to do like page by page flip throughs. But was that a hedgehog? Did I just see a hedgehog? Look at the spikes on them. So yeah, I do want to colour in this soon. And then my 2 favourite of the pockets are the Fairy Tales and the Sweet Girls. As you can see, lots of tabs up here. No, I haven't started them all. Like, I plan to take this on holiday with me, and yeah, I put some pages that I may want to like put a base on. So there's like Battenberg, cookies. They're like simple ones, but like ones that I'm into at the minute. Marshmallow, like I want to colour the marshmallow page. Honeycomb, and oh, I did start Lunar Lollipop. I put the base on, ready for pencils. Like colourful was where I was going with that. And yeah, I do really enjoy this one. I coloured 1 or 2 in here. I coloured Cotton Candy. I think that might be the only one actually. Other than that, Lollipop started. But yeah, like some of them do have a bit more detail in. Apple Crumble. Makes you hungry though. Especially if you're somebody that likes eating sweets. And then the other one that is my favourite is the Fairy Tales. And this was the one that I took on holiday last year. Yeah, last year. So I did 2 in here on my holiday. That's all I've done. But like it just goes through the Fairy Tales. Oh, this one is by Selena Fennick. So yeah. I coloured the Jack and the Beanstalk. Absolutely love how it turned out. Like, actually can't believe that I coloured this on holiday. I did, oh no, I just did that one with pencil. I think I only based the one in here, and then, because I didn't know what else I would want to colour. Quite honestly, I thought that I'd only get the 1 page done on holiday. So I based it with the alcohol markers, and this is the Red Riding Hood page, which I love colouring Red Riding Hood. I don't know why. Like, when it comes to like films and that, I have seen Red Riding Hood, but like, yeah, it's not normally what I gravitate to. But when it comes to colouring, I really want to colour the Rapunzel page as well. Yeah, when it comes to colouring, I love a Red Riding Hood page. So yeah, that is the Fairy Tales pocket. So that was how many pocket books I have, and then I'm classing the rest of them as like normal standard size. Of course they do have like their specials, their collections and their presents and like different categories, but I counted them all as one. So I have a total of 96 Colour in Heaven magazines, and 24 of them are untouched. A few of them have whips in, but I didn't count them as untouched because I have started in them. But yeah, 24 is a horrible number. That's far too many that I haven't coloured in. I have included the new one in that though, because obviously I haven't coloured in it yet. But yeah, but I've got 96. Like, looking at it on my shelf, it doesn't look like 96, but yeah, when I counted them, I was like, oh my gosh, where did they all come from? Like, how? But yeah, I enjoy them so much. So first up, I'm going to show you, well, now I'm, like, this next part is my favourites from those 96. Like, that I have actually coloured in, so I'm going to show you, like, my favourite completed pages. And I'm going to start off with the Dark Fantasy Special by Ennis Guerrero. This is my very, very first Colour in Heaven magazine, and I absolutely love it. I do have something spilt on it there, but like, I do plan to colour the covers one day. This is in my books to complete, although I haven't coloured it in ages, because although it's in that list, I keep putting it off. I don't know why. And then I will show you the first ever page I completed in a Colour in Heaven. So yeah, this is back in 2020. Like, it's either very late January or the beginning of February, because that's when I got this book. Yeah, this is where it all started. Down the rabbit hole I went, basically. And yeah, this page is a bit of a disaster, but absolutely proud of it at the time. Like, I just chucked everything at it. Alcohol marker base. Did I even use pencils? I think I used pencils on her. I don't know. I can't remember now, to be honest. Did I use pencils or was it just alcohol marker? I know I've used, and at the time it would have been white gel pen because I didn't discover Posca pen yet. And then I do have some soft pastel, like chalk pastel, very cheap, don't have them anymore. Or if I do have them, they're buried somewhere that never sees the light because I do not like them. But yeah, I did add some to the spacey background. But yeah, I don't even remember what I used. There would have been the Spectrum Noir alcohol markers, because I had them before I started colouring. But yeah, like, I won't adjust it or get rid of it or anything because it shows where I started. But yeah, I could do it a whole lot better now. I do like the hair though. Then next here, you can see I was still quite new. Look at how hard I pressed down with my pencils, that it has indented and crinkled everywhere on the paper. And that is not the paper's fault, it is definitely me. Yeah. I love this page. I actually based this one off of Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, the game. Yeah, like the hat just made me think Final Fantasy, Vivi, so yeah. I won't stay on that too long, but yeah, other pages I've completed in here. This is probably the most recent finished one. So that's got stickles on there, on the moon, and I love the hair on that. And then the only other one I've completed in here, oh no, I think I've got one more. Princess Ariel page, love how that turned out, can't believe I did that so long ago. And then one more near the front, the crystal page. Sorry, I had to have a sip of my drink. My throat just dried up like the Sahara. So yeah, this is the only book I'll show like all my completed pages in, because it was the first one that I got. And then another in my favourites is the Gothic Fantasy Special, also by Ennis Guerrero. And where is my favourite page from here? this page. Absolutely love how the fox turned out. And her, like, there isn't anything I don't like about this. Yeah, I don't actually know what made me do the blue and pink on her skin. Like, yeah, I'm not really sure, to be honest, but it happened. And I just love this book. Again, haven't coloured in her stuff near enough. But yeah, I have it, so I can do it whenever I want. So, I'm just going to put the stack on the table now. And zoom out a little bit because... oh, too far. So this has to be probably like one of my favourites, like, of all time out of all my colouring books, the Chibi by Jash Lee. And Jash Lee, I have, I believe, everything he's ever done for Colouring Heaven. Like, he is up there with my favourite illustrators for colouring pages. And I think I have like 3 or 4 of his books right here. So, my favourite pages from here. Well, I will just quickly just show you, because I can't pick a favourite in here. This is the most recent one. And this is also on my list, I think, of to focus on. I can't remember if I actually said I wanted to complete it, but I definitely want to focus on it. But I have only done the one this year, but I have done the back cover, which I love. So that's Chibi. I'm going to speed up a bit because else I'm going to be here all day, and we don't have all day, do we? Angels and Demons, also by Jash Lee, and my favourite page. I think I only have one page covered in here. But yeah, his designs are amazing. Where is it? I thought I had marked some of these. Ah, found it. This was a colour palette challenge, and I couldn't believe I pulled it off with the colour palette colours, because that red I had to add into his skin. I thought, oh gosh, he's going to look like the devil, but it's supposed to be an angel. But it actually worked quite well. I just limited how much, like, pressure I was using, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is my favourite in here. But yeah, did I, or... oh no, it's this one, I think, that I have a whip. So next is Gods and Goddesses, also by Jash Lee, and this is one of my favourite pages. Absolutely, I did mark this one. Absolutely proud of myself for this one. Like, how could I not be? The stag. I don't think I could colour that again, but yeah, I love it. And I love colouring skies, so I love the sky. And then I have a whip in here as well that I need to come back to, but I keep forgetting about, which is this. I just have a partial alcohol marker base, but this was when I still had my yellowing markers, and I have a few books that have yellow in and of Colouring Heaven because of these markers, and that is why I got rid of them. They were the, oh gosh, what were they called? I don't know. Can't remember what they were called. But yeah, I got rid of them. And just got better ones. Anyway, moving on. Mythical Hybrids, also by Jash Lee. And this is also, well, I'm showing you my favourite pages completed out of Colouring Heaven, so it goes without a doubt to say that I love this page. But yeah, this is the Ladybug or Ladybird page, and again, don't know how I managed it, but I love it. And this book is stunning again. Like, just seriously, I don't know where, like, how the talent Oh, I love that page. The bunny page. I think it's adorable. And I wanted to colour this for Easter, but then it just never happened, you know. Next up, moving away from Jash Lee now, another favourite page is from the Fantasy Kingdom special by Chris Ortega. And it is this page. Again, I love it when I do the hair where it's got the two different tones in it. And I like trying to blend the two colours into each other, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do love this. And I love the colour of the clothing. There isn't anything I don't like about it. It looks simple, but it was not. It was not. But yeah, look at the complicated designs in this. So I thought, I picked a simple one. It turns out that wasn't simple either. But yeah, just looking at the artwork, I do love this one. Just looking at the artwork in some of these Colour in Heaven books is sometimes enough. I love that as well. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, moving on. That was Fantasy Kingdom. Next, I have Vikings. And this is by Hollow Moon Art. Oh gosh, what's their other name they go by? Does it have it in the front? I don't know. I think everybody knows. Ah, yes, found it. Nellique Shoemaker. Gosh, that was difficult for me to find. It was right there though. And it is this page. Absolutely can't believe I managed to do the fur that way on the cat. Like, I love everything about this page, but the cat, absolutely proud of it. Like, you know when you get the pages where you're like, I can't believe I did it. That was actually me. It happens to me every once in a while, and that was one of them. Next I have Flower Girls, and here is an example of yellowing. But it's from one of my favourite pages. But luckily, yellow is a colour you can colour over quite easily. So it's horrible to look at, but it's not the end of the world. And it's because of the red, not the yellow, it's because of the red. And the reason this is in my favourites completed pages in A Colour in Heaven is because of the flowers. If you have been with me any stretch of time, you know I struggle to colour multiple flowers on a page. So this page, you can imagine, just look at how many there are. I struggled, but I persevered, and I absolutely love the outcome. Like, I think these are the best flowers that I've ever coloured. And yeah, so this is Anemone Girl. I'm guessing, I think I must have looked up a picture, because there's no way I would have coloured them that well without having some sort of reference. And I don't use yellow nearly enough, so this is one of the rare times where I've used yellow, and I've made her quite golden looking, which I think that just makes her glow a bit. And I know what you're thinking, as a girl that doesn't like colouring flowers, why did I buy Flower Girls? It's quite simply because the illustrators are Mayumi Ogihara and Anastasia Koldareva, and like, that's like amazing artwork just everywhere. So this one was the Mayumi Ogihara, and I don't know if I've coloured any of the Anastasia ones or not. Like, intimidation is a thing. Absolutely love this page. Did I? Don't think I did. No. So I've only coloured the one page in there, but yeah, had to have it. Next is one that I've coloured quite a few pages in, and that is the vintage costumes, and the actual cover is my favourite page for this so far. Like, I literally got this book, coloured the cover, then I hadn't coloured enough of it, so I started with the first page, finished that, went on to the second page, finished that, went on to the third page, and I love them all. Like, so I don't know if this book I will continue going in order, but there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with any of them. They are beautiful. I love the style. Oh, I didn't say, these are by Jasmine Darnell, which I think this is the only work that I have of theirs. So that was vintage costumes. Another of my favourite pages is in this Mermaid special, and this is Mermaids issue 87, because they have a mermaid one for, I think it's every year. And it is this page with the jellyfish. I love the jellyfish. But I kind of love how fashionable she looks for a mermaid. So this is by Mariola Budek. And yeah, super proud of the jellyfish basically, and her tail. And again, there's my hair where it transitions into a different colour. And even the starfish transitions. But yeah, I also have this one here, is also one of my favourites. But like slightly more because of the jellyfish on this one. But yeah, this book, the mermaid ones always have multiple artists in, and they are stunning. Like these ones at the front by Andy Davies. I was gonna colour this one for Mermaid this year, never happened. But yeah, absolutely stunning. And then last in my favourites book, well, completed pages, is The Women of the World, and I absolutely love this book. This is probably in my top 10 Colour in Heaven books, and this has illustrations by Andy Davies, again from the other book, and Kissy Art. I never know if I'm saying them right, but this is my favourite by Andy Davies. I have 2 completed pages in here and I love them both, so I'm showing them both. So this is Alaska, a place that I actually really want to visit, but probably never will. You know how it is, like you have a list, but will you get to them all? So yeah, absolutely love this. Again, the fur, I did have a reference picture. Whenever I colour an animal, I think I look up a reference picture, like of something very similar. And I saw a dog in this sort of pose, so I just went with that sort of shading. Yeah, slightly different colours I think, but yeah, love it. And this fur on the hood of the coat. And then the page by Kissy Art is the Island page, which is super proud of the horse. I think I actually found a reference image that Kissy Art may have used for drawing this, because it was a girl with her horse like this, like in this pose, but it just different elements, you know? So yeah, I would have never been able to colour the horse without that reference image. Like, I mean, I added blue into it, blue and I think it was like a yellowy brown colour, but yeah, just love it. Yeah, my least favourite part of this is the flowers, obviously, but I could just pretend they're not there and then love it. And I actually added like freckles and that to her, which I need to do more often because it looks really pretty. So that is it for my favourite books. So next I will go back to this book and I will colour a page. But I am going to take a break. Okay, so I am back after a few days and finally remembered the name of the alcohol markers, that yellow that I had, and they were the shuttle art markers. Yeah, so just a warning to anybody thinking of buying them, like there are quite a few colours in that set that leave the yellowing. And yeah, has ruined a few pages. Nothing that I won't be able to fix, but yeah, just shouldn't be necessary, should it? And on another note, you know, I said I have 96 Colour in Heaven like full-size magazines. Yeah, I have 99. I forgot that I put 3 to the side this month because I wanted to colour in them. So yeah, 99, not 96. So almost 100. Yay! So probably after the next one comes out, because yeah, I've been finding that at the minute I've been liking them all, which is a problem for my wallet but not my colouring because like so many options. So anyway, as I said, I'm going to be colouring this page by Kanako Agusa, and yeah, love it. I'm not going to be doing any like specific colours for like flowers and stuff. I'm not looking up what like type they are or anything. I am purely going to be going off of whatever colour I want to use. When it comes to the dog and the bird, like the animals though, I may go off of references, but I'm pretty sure that this dog is like a beagle, right? I'm not a dog expert, I'm probably wrong, but yeah, looks very beagle-ish, and the bird looks like it's somewhere within like the parrot family. I don't know, I know there's many different types of bird that have this similar look, but I will have a look. But first I'm going to be starting with like flowers and stuff, so I will leave that until later, because who comes prepared to these things? Not me. Anyway, let's get started. I'm going to be using my Faber-Castell Polychromos. I have my swatch chart here. It is a very old swatch chart and the colours are still good, which is good to know because the paper's faded. The paper's no longer white, but the colours are still there. So yeah, I'm guessing that sort of proves to the quality of the pencils. Some of it, I will say, is a bit scratched and banged up because over time I have taken this everywhere that I've taken the pencils. Right, I really should have decided on at least one colour for a flower. To me these look very like daisy-like, but I also wanted to do this something similar to a daisy, but I think these are going to be the white flowers. That one could be pink. Maybe I'll use pinks on the flowers. I don't know. This is where knowing what things actually are does come in handy, because you've got colour options already there for you. But I didn't want to go realistic, so... well, not that realistic. Oh, why did I not notice there's a sandcastle there? Like, what is wrong with me? I can just start with the sand. Like, in general, I want it to be like golden sand, so I can just start there, can't I? So I need like a yellowish colour that can help me. I think terracotta is more of like, well, it's terracotta, so let me find it in my pencils. Right, found the terracotta, and also a bit of light yellow ochre. And then to blend it together, like make it a bit paler. I think I'm going to get the ivory instead of white, and then I'm just going to pause whilst I sharpen everything up and everything. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in so we're near to the sandcastle. Let me move my picture up a little bit. Hopefully that'll be okay. I don't want to go any further because that's when things start getting a little bit iffy. Like, sometimes I find it zooms in and focuses fine, but once you start actually doing stuff, sometimes it goes in and out of focus and then doesn't know what to do. So we're just going to go that far. I'm certain you can still zoom in on your screens using your fingers. Oh no, I've run out of drink. Oh well. Right, so I'm going to do a light layer all over this sandcastle area with the light yellow ochre. Ooh, it's very golden. I'm trying to think what sort of like effect I want this page to have. Do I want it to be bright and vibrant, or do I want it to be a bit more subtle? I'm sure it's going to end up with vibrant, but we will see. I'm not going to really plan it, I'm just going to colour as I go, and whatever I want will happen. But yeah, I just thought it was a good idea to colour in this book as it's celebrating the 10 years. Gosh, I can't believe they've been making them for 10 years. I'm not actually sure when the actual anniversary date is. But yeah, like, is it actually this month, or is it just this book coming out this month? I don't know. I tried to look it up, but it just said this year was 10 years. So yeah, I'm not good at searching for things. Next up, I am going to take this terracotta colour and go on the shaded bits lightly, because I don't want to go too dark too fast. Plus the polychromos pencils are definitely pencils you want to build up lightly to avoid any problems. I'm sort of using it in areas where I have the dots, because that's like the texture of the sand where it might be darker. And technically I know that the sand isn't really kind of this colour. Okay. Well, because when you build a sandcastle you use wet sand and it goes that sort of dark golden brown grey situation. But this is a colouring book, so I will do what I want. Yeah, it's only dry sand that has the full sort of golden effect, isn't it? And some beaches don't even have golden sand. It's like I've seen some pictures and I'm like, is that real? Because of the colour of the sand. And I've just thought, I still have my hair wrapped in a towel. I probably should take it out to let it dry. But I don't know about you, but I find it quite comfortable. I will just finish the sand and then I will sort that out. Right, that's as far as I'm going with the sand. I'll put a little bit of shadowing in places. But yeah, I think these have made quite a realistic sand colour. Not that I'm stopping here, because on the sidelines I have my black and white, and I think very, very lightly I want some black. And I do mean very, very lightly. I do not want to create actual full-on black, more like a grey shadowed haze. where I can then take my terracotta once again and add a bit more texture. I'm happy now. I have a few days off of work. Oh, I don't know about you, but every now and again you just gotta book some holiday to have a long weekend. Like, it's necessary. And this year I still have 9 more days I need to book. I already have some time booked off, like next month and stuff, but I still have 9 days to take somewhere. So, yep. Oh, I am so glad the weather has cooled down a bit. Although I have read it's supposed to warm up again, but no. Oh, right now is quite great. I actually do still have my fan on at the minute, but that's just because when the sun is setting, which is pretty much doing now, almost done, the sun shines right through my bedroom window and it turns it into a bit of a sauna when it's summertime. So, yep, I have the fan just to like circulate the air a bit until the sun is fully down, and then it'll be fine. But yeah, oh, these past couple of days, oh, it's been so nice actually going to sleep, because you can actually sleep. I mean, I don't have trouble sleeping, but when it's hot, it's just like, bleh. Yeah, it's not nice. This country is not made for weeks of heat at a time. But soon we'll be wishing the sun was back, because like we just moan when it's here and we moan when it's gone. It's great. It's like this year though, it's heard everybody's, oh, we want some sun, we need some sun, and it's taken it too far. It's like, well, you asked for it, here you go, have it all at once. But yeah, we've actually had some rain the past couple of days as well, which, oh my gosh, like all the plants, trees, they need it. Like we were going dry. It's like, even like watering your garden, it just doesn't last. It's like everything just starts drying up again. And obviously you don't want to use too much water, because then I think some areas actually had like hose pipe bans and stuff. Not in the area I'm in, but there were some, I believe. So yeah. And that is what this sandcastle is reminding me of. It's also reminding me I'm going on holiday to the beach, well, to the seaside. I will go to the beach, but I am not a sunbather. I find it quite boring. Like, I can stay like sat at a beach or anywhere like that for a maximum of like an hour, and then I don't want to be there anymore. Whereas I know people that can stay there all day and be happy, and I'm just like, no thank you. And let me explore or do some sort of something. Like, some people don't even have a book or anything, and they're just there, just sat there with their eyes closed. Like, are they actually asleep? Are they just chilling? Like, it's very difficult to know with some people. And then they wake up with funny tans. That's the ones that you know have fallen asleep. Because if they're not asleep, then they turn. Yeah, it can be funny, but that's got to be painful as well. Like, especially those that don't put sun cream on. I will never understand being in the sun like that and not putting sun cream. Like, why? There is a reason. There is a very good reason. And they're just like, I don't need it. And I'm like, yes you do, you have skin. I'm just gonna blend with this ivory. Blend. Squishy, smudgy. Why does it look like that ended up being a nose and these are eyes? It looks like a chicken. Chicken is the best meat. Like, so versatile. Like, if there was a meat that I could only have one meat for the rest of my life, it would be chicken. I could live with everything, without everything else, but not chicken. It's just so much happiness that comes from adding chicken to a menu. Right, that's it all sort of smudged. And I'm going to take this terracotta again. And I think I'm going to try and does it do the dots or will it not, because I've already blended. I think it's not going to work. Or does it just need to be sharper? Either way, I'm adding more terracotta. I don't want it like that. Just little dots. You might not even be able to see this. I can see it. It's very subtle. I don't think this is the right colour for it, but I've already started. These areas need to be darker. Has this gone too orange now? Quite honestly, it depends though what colour everything else on the page is going to be, because some things will make this stand out more golden and some colours will make it a bit more muted. So it all depends what everything else ends up as. But for now, I'm happy. I'm happy with this goldenness, this slightly orange sand. Anybody else got any holidays? A lot of people have some holidays. Like, all the kids are breaking up from school this week. And I'm like, there's a lot of kids. It's also why I'm not looking after the cats anytime soon, because my brother does not book holidays during like school holidays, if that makes sense, because the prices skyrockets and he wants to go when there's not as many kids around. I like it. What colour should we do the flag? I'm just going to do the stick black. I know it would probably be brown. But who knows, maybe they bought their own flag on a stick. Again, it depends what other colours are going to be on the page. Should I go traditional red? I think I might, because knowing me, this is going to end up as being blue in the background. But then the spade. Like when you see a bucket and spade, do you not always see them as being either red or yellow? I don't know why. That's what I always see in my brain. But that's also the same reason why I see the flag as being red. Like, it's just so common. It's like, I don't want to do it blue because, like I said, I think the background's probably going to have that sky blue situation going on. I'm going to do it red. I'm just going to go in with red because else I'll be here forever. Right, so I have the dark red just for these shadowy bits. And I'm going to make this the spade red as well, because I know that's just how I see it. Right, now I need another red. What's this one? Da, 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 da. It's permanent carmine, so it's looks like it's slightly pinky, but over the top of the dark red it's going to look very true red. I didn't do it on the flag. I do this first. Shadows. Hit the white. This is going to make it look a bit pink on the edges, but hey ho. Not as pink as I was expecting actually, which is good. And just get that. Neaten that up a little bit. That actually needs a bit more. Let me do the flag. Nice bright flag. You think if it's taking me this long just to colour a sandcastle and a couple of items, how long is it going to take me to colour the rest? I feel like inside here needs to be darker. Like, wouldn't you? Just look a little bit off, like the windows. Well, they are technically windows. think that looks better. Okay. This is going to take me forever. I hope you're ready. Whilst I have the sort of colour out for what I would use for a cork, like the sandcastle colour, I am going to go ahead and do that next. So pretty much the same colour as the sandcastle for this cork. But there is going to be one difference, whereas the bit inside the glass bottle I am adding a bit of blue to, because like within the glass bottle I will add some of the blue to make it, because you know glass sort of has the colours of sort of surrounding stuff and everything reflected, you know what I mean. Right, so let me just find a blue. I should have done this before restarting filming. Which one should I choose? Okay, maybe a bit of a riskier option. I have picked, oh no, wrong one. I just wanted cobalt blue and I picked out cobalt blue greenish. But actually, looking at my colour swatch sheet, this one will do. This one will do. So I'm going to add it in. And I will also add it to the rest of the bottle whilst I'm here. Sort of going, you know where the black lines are. Oh no, that was a ribbon. I'm not having a blue ribbon, but it can work as an undertone for a shadow colour. It will have to. Okie dokie. So, because with the bottle as well, I will end up whiting some stuff out, some of the lines. So it is all good. Obviously, my ship is going to have, well, my boat is going to have a brown boat and probably white sails. This is a square bottle, which I'm used to doing rounder bottles, you know. So adding where I want the shading is a little bit strange for this one. So I'm just going to add a bit of blue. This will get whited down quite a lot, so, but I'm also going to use this in the sails as my shadow colour. This is sort of a sail, is this? Or is it two sails? I don't know. I'm not a boat expert. I've never been on a boat except for like a canal boat, a barge. Right. Let me actually just use that as the undertone shadow colour for the boat. And I suppose I best put it as a shadow colour for the rest of this ribbon. Just to make it so the ribbon is the same colour. Hey, I did think that was part of the bottle. Silly, silly me. What was I thinking? Obviously I wasn't thinking. Right, but before I carry on with the bottle, I'm going to finish off the cork. So I want a little bit of black. And then my terracotta. And you see how adding the blue to the inside of the cork gives it a different like colour. Like, you know it's the same object, but there is a difference. And I will put a little bit of the cork colour within the, I don't know what to call it, the rim of the bottle. There's a name. Is that the name? Probably not. Just so you can sort of see it through the glass. And then this ivory colour on the cork instead of the white. In the bottle bit, I will use the white, not the ivory, and this will change the blue. Although I do think I need some black in these blue shadowed bits as well. I'm not doing the ribbon yet. I am not doing the ribbon. Oh, something in my eye. My eyeball. I still think I need to practice more glass objects because, like I said a minute ago, I'm used to a glass bottle having that roundness to it. So adding the shadows for this square bottle seems a bit strange. Anybody got any good programs they've been watching? Every now and again I need some inspiration. At the moment, I will say I've been well, I think I've watched it like years ago, but maybe not all of it. I started the Robin Hood TV show, and yeah, I don't really remember it, but I remember some of the characters, like what they looked like, the actors and that, and I'm like, have I watched this or haven't I? But I don't remember any of sort of the situations that have been happening in the episodes I've watched. So, which makes me think it must have been a very long time ago if I have seen it. But yeah, and which reminds me, I have the Robin Hood Colour in Heaven issue that I haven't coloured in yet. So this could come in handy for some inspiration for that. So that is not why I started watching it, but you know, happy coincidences and all. I need a brown for my boat. Okay, I have Nugget 178. Or Nougat, wherever you're from in the world. There are different ways to say this. Now I'm just going to add it to my boot. It to the mast. Is that what they're called? Mast? Sounds right to me, but knows? I like it. And then I'm gonna go in with the white and blend some of this out. I'm not doing the ribbon. And I'm saying that to myself, not you. It's just to remind myself not to go over the ribbon because I haven't added any colour to it yet. And then I will get my Posca pen. Ooh, that made the boat look nice, blending that blue with the brown. Oh, I like that. Just smushy, smush, smush. And hope for the best. I like the colour this blue turns to as you've added the white. Quite a pretty blue. I think I need something to neaten these lines up though, because that is very scratchy. Maybe a soft grey in the sails and stuff. The white Posca pen will help a lot as well though, for some of these areas to look better. Like whenever I'm colouring glass or anything, it looks a total disaster until I add white Posca. Right, let me just find a softy grey situation. What colour is this? Cold grey 1 to be precise. Seems perfect for the situation in my opinion, and it is. It's just neatening it up a little bit. I'm in a very good mood today. I'm very upbeat, happy. Can't always be said, can it? It's obviously because everything's sort of good today. It's not too hot, I didn't have to go to work, I'm colouring, I'm happy. Yep, everything is good today. Right, let me just... So this is going to seem like an excessive amount of white Posca, but some of it I will go back over with probably the blue, and then some of it will get left white, depending on... I add a lot and then decide which bits are necessary, because sometimes I can't tell. Like I am going to go over the sails, the lines of the sails. I don't even know what this front sail even looks like. The lines are so confusing to me when I saw that. I'm just going to go over these. Right, now the actual bottle. There's a black line there, so I'm guessing that was for like to show where the neck of the bottle starts. Kanako Abusa's pages are always like so detailed. Like they look simple to start with until you actually colour them. And then you're just like, wow, so much work and effort has been put into this. Right, now add in some sort of highlights that I just want to add. Right, these ones along the top, I don't like them. Doesn't seem straight enough. And then I'm just going to add some doesn't have to look great, does it? Like I said, I can go over it if I don't like it. There's a good thing about acrylic paint. It's quite easy to deal with if you don't like it. And some little dotty highlights, why not? Can you tell there's still a boat in there? Who knows? As long as it looks like a glass bottle, then I don't care. Right, let me just wait for that to dry a moment. Okay, whilst I make sure that is dry, I'm going to colour the ribbon in, and I'm just going to go for a red ribbon again. Blah. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, tongue twisted right there and then. Yeah, just to sort of keep the red going a bit across the page. It just pops, doesn't it? And then I'll go back to my bottle and colour over some of it because I want to add a bit of brown back in to the actual ship. And I realise I've been calling it ship, boat, whatever. Yeah, it's just whatever comes out of my mouth because it's a sailboat, right? It's got sails, so it would be a boat. But then my brain gets confused. Is it a boat? And I just give up with myself. Yeah, so I'm just using the same reds I used on the spade and the flag. Make it at least a little bit simple for myself. Have a few red elements across the page and it'll tie itself together like a pretty bow. Right, a little bit of black. Those blue shadows actually worked quite well. And then the red again. Has anybody else got this book? Because I believe that if you had the Colour in Heaven subscription, that you actually got this issue for free. Like this is like something they just added into the subscription with the subscription issue this month. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what I read. So yeah, so some people should have this. Right, back to my boat. add a bit of brown back in here, because I basically coloured over the whole of the boat. But now that's lighter, which is nicer, because then it can, it's like, yes, the boat's there, but yes, there's also a highlight there. So that actually works. And here, the front of the boat, oh, I can't remember what that's called. That very front of the boat, that's got a name. Nope, can't think of it. It'd be quite impressive if I could, because knowing how my brain works. Right, and then I'm going to get the blue and just go over a couple of these bits. Oh, and on this bit, I also need that terracotta. That's the colour I'm looking for. I think that's good enough for a boat in a bottle. And I actually think that's where I'm going to stop for tonight, because that actually took longer than expected, and that's just 2 elements on the page. So let me zoom out a moment so you can see what's done so far. Now for this I may colour a couple of elements off of camera, because I don't want this to be forever. Like, I might colour the shells, because I think they'll take a while. There's quite a few on the page, and yeah, I may leave the big shell to do on camera, but all like these little ones, I think I might colour it off of camera. So yeah, it'll be a couple of seconds for you, but for me it'll probably be a day or 2 before I come back to this. So yes. Well, I have a bit of a confession to make. It has actually been like 2 to 2.5 months since I last filmed this video. Like, I had just not wanted to colour this page, so I did in fact end up colouring the rest of it off camera, because whenever it came to filming I just didn't want to colour this page. I don't know, there was something about it that I was just being put off from. And then like at the end of September I was just like, I need to colour this, else we're gonna go into autumn and winter. And so yeah, I did end up colouring it very slowly off of camera, and I am really happy with how it's turned out, but I am sorry that I didn't finish it with you. Yeah. Oh, finally done though. I'm so happy. Like, my favourite part is the parrot, and I also love this shell, and the dog. I'm proud of how I've coloured the dog as well, and I was right, it was a beagle, from what I found anyway. It's the most accurate. I also love this little guy here. I believe is a hermit crab of some sort. So basically I just carried on using the Faber-Castell Polychromos with the white Posca pen detailing, and in the background here is the Deco Art Americana paint, acrylic paint in the colour navy blue, I believe. And then on the banner and on the 10th anniversary sign I used the Deco Art Americana acrylic paint in the colour champagne gold. So yeah, but it was mostly just the Faber-Castell Polychromos. The only thing I do not like on this picture is that beach ball, and it's right in the middle of the page. But yeah, I've come to terms with it. I'm overall happy, and yeah, my flowers actually turned out okay, which is always worrisome for me, because yeah, I do like these flowers the best. I think they turned out the best, and this orange one up here, I really quite like that one as well. The white ones aren't as visible as I would have hoped, but that's because I didn't want to put the paint on the whole of the background, so some of it's got washed out a bit with the white paper. But yeah, other than that, I'm really happy, and happy that this is completed this year, because it would have been really bad if 10th anniversary but coloured on the 11th year. Yes, glad that didn't happen. So yes, that is shiny, that champagne gold. That is what I was looking for, which is very nice. And I do like the crinkle of a page. The crinkle of a page. Right, and because it's been so long, I actually now have, believe it or not, I now have 100 Colour in Heaven issues and 9 pocket size ones. But also the number of uncoloured has gone up as well. I still have 1 uncoloured pocket issue, but I now have 27 uncoloured standard issues. That's including all like the Colour in Heaven specials, collections and presents sort of issues. But yeah, 27 uncoloured, and then 2 that have sort of whips that I've started more recently. I'm not including whips that I've had for a long time. But yeah, so I need to still get on that list, which leads me into the next part of this video, which I wasn't originally going to do, but now I think is necessary. I am going to show you my uncoloured Colour in Heaven books. I believe that I wasn't going to do this anyway. It's been too long. Like, I didn't even realise it had been that long. I thought, oh, a month and a half maybe. But no, I look back at the previous part and it was still summer then. So, I am going to start with Colour in Heaven uncoloured books, but I hope to colour in soon, and then I will move into the ones that I don't plan to colour just yet, that can wait. Oh, first of all, actually, I will start off with my 1 uncoloured pocket issue, which is this Taylor Swift pocket issue. And they did have the large standard special, I think, of Taylor as well, but I opted in for the cuter pocket chippy version. I mean, you don't even have to make these Taylor. Like, I don't know all of her outfits. I listened to some of her music, but I don't know what she wore for each one. So I will have to Google probably if I want to do like proper colours. But yeah, these are just adorable chibis anyway. So yes, who is this one even by? Oh, illustrations are by Jash Lee. Maybe that's why I like this. I always love Jash Lee's illustrations. And I do love the chibi book as well. That will also lead me into one of his other books, somewhere in this pile, that I have yet to colour in. Right, but first I am actually going to show you the 2 that have whips in, which this one on the top is Fantasy Romance Special, and I'm going to be quick with this because, like I said, there's quite a few and this video is already long. And I completely forgot that I started this, but plan to come back and finish it quite soon because I still feel like this fits in with autumn because of like the trees and everything, and it's just a man with a sword. You know, it could fit into any season, but I've already finished the sky and I've started basing the rest of the background. Oh, I've done the sky and the cliff, well, the rocky area. So yeah, I believe that is doable, you know. But yeah, this is full of... oh, this is by Fabiana Treyer, or Trere. I never know which way. But yeah, love their illustrations. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. Right, moving on. The other one, which I have a whip in, but I might not come back to soon, is a Little Mermaid special, and this is a whip from Mermaid. And for some reason I just never continued with it. I think I was just mermaid out, but kept saying, oh, I'll do it, I'll do it. Now I'm saying it can wait. But who knows, I might get inspired one day to colour a mermaid. Because let's face it, the rest of it really... I've done the mermaid tail, which is the real mermaid bit. If I just want to colour a person, she's there. It's kind of the background bit that's sort of putting me off of that one, but I have wrote down, as you can see, I wrote down what pencils I was using, so that's fine. The other tab in here is another whip that didn't go anywhere, just a bit of alcohol marker there, so they can wait. Well, that one can, this one I want to quite honestly finish. Oh my gosh. You should have seen my bed earlier, because I took the ones I needed off of the shelf and I counted through the books again, and oh my gosh, it was like, yeah, so many magazines, so many books. So these next few are ones that I quite could possibly colour within the next month or two. I'm just going to put them all on the desk here, and they're sort of, some of them could be considered like fitting for Halloween and stuff. And if you see one in this pile and you think, oh, I want to do a buddy colour, please feel free to message me on Instagram. It may be motivational to get something done. So this one at the top here is the Dark Arts Special, or Collection issue, by Francois Gauthier. And these are stunning but detailed. And in this book, I believe the first one I want to colour is this werewolf page. So if anybody's interested, you know, it's not at the top of my list, but it is on the list. Yeah, I do love a werewolf. Next is Creepy Angelica. I got this last year, I believe, and it was coming to the end of the spooky season when I got it, so it kind of just fell through the cracks, but I want to colour something in here, and these are quite simplistic other than the backgrounds, but there are some more simple than others, so I definitely feel like one of these is definitely possible to colour this month, and this is quite high near the top of my pile if I'm being honest, for spooky colouring. Ooh, that's a good one. But yeah, just full. They're like really funny as well, some of them. Like very quirky, very different, but very doable. Right, next is Dark Dolls, and the amount of times that I've come close to colouring a page in this is ridiculous, but I still haven't, and I love it. And it's by Yuriko Shiru, and again, these are very different images, a bit creepy. So if this isn't your thing, like I've seen a lot of people like mention they don't like certain creepy levels, like I feel like this would go past that line for a lot of people because there's a lot, but I don't really see it as creepy. You can make it as creepy or as cute as you want. Like, okay, some might be difficult to do that with, but like this, it's just a girl with her doll. That can be creepy or cute. Depends how you colour it. But yeah, I do love it. But again, there are a lot going on in these pictures. So yeah, that is Dark Dolls. Next, well, this is this year's Halloween special. Like, the next two that I have are very recent purchases. So yes, this is this year's Halloween. So I always colour in a Halloween one. And these pictures by Nadia Zabrakovska, not pronouncing that right, I need to sort of say it a few times, I think. They are stunning, and I had not heard of them before, so I do plan on looking them up to see if they have anything else. Probably Etsy would probably be a good place, because like I feel like if it was normal books we probably would have heard more of them. And then yeah, a lot of like witchy. And then you've got some Usiku ones in here, which are always fun. Like, I don't know whether in this issue I'm going to go like simple or difficult. I find this one very cute. This one is one of my favourites in the whole book because it's a ghost having a bubble bath. It's got his little rubber ducky. But yeah, this is quite cute. Lots of froggy ones, and then we've got some Kevin Teo art, which I don't own any of these. I think a lot of people will already own some of these. And then Jash Lee, I do love a good Jash Lee picture. Also, at the moment, you should go check out his Instagram and his link to purchase some PDFs, because he is at the moment with his like new baby boy in the hospital, and yeah, anything to help out like paying medical bills. Like, even if you buy one PDF book, like every little helps. And then we have some Mystic Art mirrors. I think I already have some of these because I think it's called her Cute Creepy book. But sometimes it's nice to have them on like different paper, and you're not so worried about what colours you use because you've got another one. And then I go to Pop. I do love these ones as well. So I think I was drawn to this one. I may have to start with that in there. But that is like the top of my pile for October, along with the creepy Angelica one. And then we have Autumn 2025. Oh, I've just realised they put a sticker on this one. Why have they put a sticker over the normal barcode? Did the price change or something? I only just noticed that. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Might have to try and see through it. Maybe there was a print issue and it said something like the wrong price. But yes, this is more of a November colouring goal rather than October. And I do want to colour one of these at the back by Karolina Kubakowska because they are my favourite in this autumn one, and I do quite love that one. I do like colouring a fox. And look at that tail. It might have to be that one. But yeah, this is full of amazing pictures again. Some more simple than others, which is great with these sorts of books because there are people that love to colour all different things, so there's something for everyone. Some more I go to Pop. I do like that it is a girl or a woman, right? I do love this one. Yeah, I do like that they're appearing in the Colour in Heaven. although I haven't coloured many of them. Because although these are like little bite-sized pieces, I still feel like I have to colour the whole page for it to be completed. And I know that seems quite ridiculous, but it's like a completed page, not a completed snippet. And then at the beginning we've got some Deborah Muller, which I don't know if I've ever coloured a Deborah Muller or not. But yeah, like I said, that's more for November. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. My throat just went really dry. Talking too much, and I have just also had a bath, so I haven't had anything to drink, which I should have. This is the one that I said would pop up again by Jash Lee. It is Chibi Tarot Special, and I've had this since it came out, and I keep putting it off for some reason. It keeps changing which page I want to colour as well, so yeah. Again, like I said, I love his chibi characters, like his chibi collection of colouring. His chibi collection issue of Colour in Heaven, there we go, is one of my most coloured in colouring books that I own. And it is on my list that I want to complete one day. And I really need to get a start in here because these are amazing as well. But like I said, it keeps changing which one I want to colour first. And that's not good. That's not a good thing for me. I need to just pick one. But yeah, love them. Ooh, Death. That might be a good one to colour considering we're in spooky season. Death comes for us all. Chibi Tarot Special. Oh, and there is also, like I said, because of his baby boy in the hospital, I can't remember who it was now, but they're doing a colour a Jash Lee page, like in support, like a hashtag going around on Instagram. So yeah, if I remember, I'm not going to remember, but yeah, that I may or may not have wrote in the description who that is by. I am really bad at remembering to do that though, so please forgive me. Next is, oh, Enchanted Animals Special. I believe this has a whip-in actually. It does. Ah, so I have more whips, but like this one is from a while ago. And I started it off so nicely and I just never came back to it, which I need to. Luckily over on the other side I've wrote down what pencils I was using, which is the Castle Art pencils. But yeah, I do love how that looks. I think it looks like I've gone through and done all their clothing, but not coloured the actual animals yet. I love this purple. Very royal. So yes, I need to come back to that one. This was the 100 Issues of Colour in Heaven celebration, which now I have 100 of the standard size. It's quite fitting. But yeah, it's by Kanako Agusa. Kanako. Sorry, I just remember like there was an anime and it had somebody called Kanako in it. Kanako. Yeah, that was just, I don't even remember where it was, but oh my gosh, that is perfect for autumn. But my my thing is that I could not go in and colour another page until I have finished this one. Yeah, and there was even that hashtag, I think a few months ago, where it was the colour the movies, and I think that they had The Greatest Showman. This would have been perfect tie into that to finish. Anyway, Enchanted Animal Special. That is actually a whip one, so yes. And then Mysterious Women Special. Do I have... Oh no, I've just tagged one in. I tagged this earlier because it had pumpkins in and I thought I could do this one quite soon, which is very fitting. So this was Mysterious Women Special by Maud Lemoyne. Again, love their illustrations. But there's not enough hours in the day. There really isn't. I just had to check then to see if I was still recording, because I did that pause for the drink and then my brain just said, did you press play again or record again? So yeah, oh dear. So yeah, I should hopefully be colouring this one. Let's move those off of the table. Sorry for any shaking or noises. Right, next we have the pile that is uncoloured, but I probably won't be getting too soon. And there's a lot. There is a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to have to do this in 2 piles because else it's too close to the camera. Right, at the top of this we have the Grimm Fairy Tales Special by Nellie Shoemaker. Amazing illustrations. Very detailed, which is why I have to know that I want to colour one of these because they take time, a lot of energy. Is that a pumpkin? That is a pumpkin. Do I need to put this in the other pile? Good Fae Cinderella. They have a little bit of stories over there. So this is not your average Cinderella. Wait a minute. The Magic Table, the Gold Donkey and the Club in the Sack. I have no idea. But yeah, look at the detail. They would take a lot of work, which I wanted this issue because of the detail, but it's also the detail that puts me off colouring it. Okay, I'm gonna move along a bit now because yes, time. Wingling Special by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Obviously had to have this, but again, her style, I don't come to colouring very often, which I should. I love these ones with the birds. I don't know why. I just do. Like, some of them in here aren't even as detailed, so I should just pick one on colour, but I can't just pick something if I don't want to colour it. Else it's just gonna ruin my colouring. Do love these. And she has her new book coming out, which is Dragons, which makes me feel like some of these might be in it if they're not already in another one of her books, because there are quite a few dragons in here. Dragonlings. That's not the name of her new book, is it? It might be. I have pre-ordered it. Oh, pre-orders at the minute on Amazon. Yeah. Should I mention it? Like, the Christine Karen books, I pre-ordered both of them, and now the date has, on both of them, been like pushed back on my Amazon, and I'm like, why are other people getting them but my date gets pushed back? But I'm not going to cancel it because I have the pre-order prices. If I cancel it now and try and order somewhere else, it's more expensive now. So I'm like, I'm just sticking with those pre-orders for now. Next I have Kings and Queens. Didn't realise this one's also a Jash Lee. He has a lot and I buy them all, believe me. I love his style, whether it's chibi or otherwise. So as it states, this is, well, Kings and Queens, Cleopatra. Some of them I haven't heard of, but because I've got the names there, I would be able to look them up. Whether I wanted to colour them in their, like in their colours, or go myself. Ooh, it's even got a little bit of information there as well. But yeah, so many. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That yawn came out of nowhere. I don't know why I'm yawning either. Maybe it's the bath. But yeah. I love the amount of detail he adds. It's never too much, if that makes sense. Like in the hair we've got lines, but it's not lines everywhere. And we've got enough to know where the facial features are going on, but it's not everywhere. Oh my gosh, how have they ripped? I have 2 rips. And I just ripped that even more. And that's got a big crumple in it. I need to be careful of that. And it's a Queen Elizabeth one. Seriously? Why are there rips in it? And how is it only those 2 pages? Did I notice that before or not? I don't remember. Anyway, I will sort that out when it comes to colouring it. 48 designs by Jash Lee in Kings and Queens. Next I have Healing Crystals by Mystic Art Mirrors. I love some Mystic Art Mirrors as well. But honestly, I do get a bit scared to colour hers as well. I have some of her books, but I really don't want to ruin them, which is why I kind of got this one as well, because I have some of these already. Like, I have PDF versions and a couple of physical books. But when it's in Colour in Heaven, I feel like you can... It's less stress than ruining one of her books, because her books are quite expensive to get delivered. So, and the paper is amazing in those, so sometimes it's nice to have a practice run. So a lot in here. Although when it comes to pages like this, I'm less likely to colour it. But all of her people, I definitely will colour. Next is Ancient Egypt. Some of these, I don't know why I haven't coloured in. I think it's mostly because when I get them, I'm already colouring something else, and like I said, they just fall through the cracks. It looks like I picked out a page. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I picked Anubis out as my first page that I wanted to colour, and I think I'll probably still stick to that. Oh, I didn't show anything at the back, but yeah. Who is this by? Oh, again, Fabiana Trere. I'm going to go with Trere because at the end it's... Oh, I am so sorry. Funny thing is, I still have my hair wrapped in a towel from my bath. And I just moved my head and it completely knocked out. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it has the accent on the E. So I'm going to go Trere. Yeah, and this also comes with little descriptions. But yeah, what was the program? I used to watch a program and it had a lot of Egyptian referencing in it, like the names of characters and stuff. I feel like it was one of the Stargates. Might have been. But yeah, look at that. Like perfect amount of detail. Like you've got the eye, which could be considered difficult, so there's a bit of extra shading, but then the rest of the face you can do as you please. But yes, stunning is the word I would use. Next is Africa. Absolutely love this book. Andy Davies has amazing pages to colour. Love them all. And again, the reason why I haven't coloured in this yet is mostly because I'm scared of ruining it. But like, I could just pick something small. But yeah, love it. Like the way he draws his animals and the people, and some of them are intertwined with each other. We'll get to my favourite picture in a minute in the book, and you'll see what I mean. This is my favourite, I think. Like, it's hard to choose, but I just love how the bird goes into the pyramid and then you got all of this just fading. But again, I would have to think very carefully how to colour it. And it's like here you've got I almost called the giraffe a zebra. You've got the giraffe sort of going into, like, you've got a bit of a, it looks like a cliff, that could be a waterfall, but then you've got the woman with her skirt turning into the waterfall. But yeah, like, getting it to blend like that when you colour it is going to be difficult. Like, how amazing are they? Like, now my tummy's rumbling. What is wrong with me? I'm yawning and everything. Love that as well. Like, surely you've got to look up a reference from The Lion King, because that is perfect. Stunning. Yes, one of my favourite colour in heavens. Did I actually already show that in my favourite or not? Like I said, it's 2 months ago, and the wildlife one as well is also one of my favourites. This is, oh my gosh, Victoria cannabis. I don't know, but yeah, animals. It's like I really want to colour animals, but they often come with a lot of flowers or leaves. So, but yeah, I saw this one earlier and I thought that is perfect, but look at the amount of leaves. I wouldn't mind colouring all the berries, but the leaves, yeah. I really need to, well, that's perfect as well. Mushrooms with the mouse. Oh, and there's a snail down here as well. And you even get a little description over the other side as well, which is always helpful, especially if you don't know what the animal is when you first look at it. Like that. I know it's a hummingbird, but like that is one of probably the easiest birds to identify, but somebody else might not, but it's right there. And it's like this, they're hyenas, but you could look at that and have thought, is that a wild dog? And had to sort of look it up. What is that? Oh, plants. That is not a page I'm coming to anytime soon. I'm sorry. Squirrel. Flamingos. Giraffes, not zebras. Oh dear. Oh, that is adorable. But yeah, so definitely want to colour in that as well. And then another Jash Lee one. Like I said, I get them all. Jash Lee's ones. This one's called Marvelous Mushrooms, which is quite fitting for autumn as well. And these are adorable, quirky. Like, you could do them any colour because they are in this style. That reminds me of a Pokemon. Can't remember its name. I think that was leaves, so not mushroom. But yeah, these just look fun. I almost didn't get this one, but then I think I've mentioned it somewhere before, where I went into WH Smith's for another book and then I ended up getting this. Like I said, it could have been this video and I could be repeating myself, because although I did watch my previous part back a little bit, I didn't listen to everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I am definitely going to need some sort of snack after this. Right, next. This is the last pile. Japanese mythology. Illustrations by Stanera. I have a lot of books as well based on like Japan, because I don't know, I just always get them as well. So yeah, Japanese mythology, and you have the names over this side so you can look things up if you wish to, or you could just take it as a page and colour it. That is so pretty. But yeah, I do love their line work as well. And I am sorry for the shadowing, but I have to have the light on there, because now it's not summer anymore. You need the light to be more. Don't know why I wanted to colour. Ooh, I like that one. Inari. Beloved deity of rice, agriculture and prosperity, commanding sacred fox spirits as messengers. I do like that. And sometimes I find some like characters come up in different books, but you don't have like the full information, but you can sort of recognise. So it's helpful to put a name to some things. So next, Japan. I did put them all together, the Japan sort of themed ones. Which, does this have multiple artists in this one? It must do. Yeah. I like this. The origami. Like, that would be quite a good place to start in this book for something simple. I'd still find a way to make it complicated though, trust me. Japan. Some designs aren't to my liking. I do also like these ones, but I don't know how I would go about colouring them. But I do like to look at them. Kokeshi dolls. That is adorable. Inazimovec. That's who it's by. I don't know who that is, but that's adorable. It looks like I've already picked one out as well. Oh, I remember this. Not really fitting for colouring at the moment with Spooky Girl. Spooky Girl? Spooky season. But yeah, I think I might still keep that one actually as the first one I colour. Like these ones, they're not really my style. By Big Boy. Looking for them, like if you wanted to look for more pages, that would be quite difficult because you'd be searching for Big Boy. You would have to probably put in more things. Jumping Samurai by Warm Tail. I don't know who they are either. Warm Tail is by Farbon. Are these like translated names, or is that actually what they go by? Sumo and Dragon by NB Art NB. Climbing Tiger by Focus number 5. I am very confused by these names. I will... They must be like certain names that they go by, and it's like not their real names. It's just their like illustrator sort of name, publishing sort of names. Art. Is that NB Art NB again? I'm so confused. Big boy. Why aren't these pictures together with... They normally put each... Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. That was Japan. And then we have Legends of Japan, again by Maud Lemoyne. I do tend to buy all of their books as well, if I'm honest. I do. I like the amount of shade, like grayscale, but it's not... Like, if you didn't want to colour that as grayscale, you could easily change it. But again, it's just having the time to colour these. They are beautiful though. Again though, a lot of flowers. That's the Rabbit Island. Okunoshima Rabbit Island. Probably said that wrong. Hopefully not. But yeah. I like that one as well. I'm liking pictures with birds in at the moment for some reason. That's cute. So that was the Legends of Japan. Moving on from Japan now, we have Robin Hood. Oh dearie me, there's so many books that I haven't coloured in. And like, I had picked that one out, which I might come to, but yeah. Again, it's got bird in it, it's an owl. But yeah, you've got like all the characters in here that are named. And I was watching through the Robin Hood TV series. I have taken a little break from watching it, but I thought I also love that one for this time of year as well. Yeah, I took a break from watching it at the moment and put something else on, because sometimes I find watching a show all at once is quite a lot. Especially when there's more than one season to go through. And there's always a part that I'm like, oh, can it get past this drama and back to something interesting? I also find though, a lot of the time when I'm watching shows, I don't like to watch the ending, because then I can just make it up myself. And then we have Wind in the Willows. Wind in the Willows is something that I remember and don't remember all at the same time. Like, yeah, it's like I remember it, but if you asked me anything about it, I wouldn't be able to tell you what I liked about it. I just know that I like it, and the characters look fun to colour, so I did get this one. To start with, I was like, should I get it? And then I was like, yep, you get it, else you regret it. And it does have, again, some description over the other side, so that's nice. But a lot of these are like scenes. Oh, it's the actual story, is it, on the other side? why is the words that I read poop poop? Like I said, I remember Wind on the Willows, but I remember nothing about Wind on the Willows. So anyway, yeah, I haven't really picked where to start from that. And then we have The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by Fabiana Cheré again. Did I pick something out in here? It seems I've picked Dorothy with Shoes. This page is called. This was probably one of the simpler ones in the book, if I'm... That's also quite simple. But again, sometimes I find I don't colour in these character ones right away because I want to do it in the colours, and sometimes I don't want to have to do that. I am looking forward to the next part of Wicked though. So maybe that, when that comes out, it can inspire me to come and colour some flying monkeys. But yeah, again, beautifully drawn and a little bit of a different interpretation, especially Tin Man. I mean, look at him. He's not fully tin in this, is he? Or would you still colour him in as if he was made out of tin? Or would you colour his head as if he was human flesh? Either way, it would look good anyway. Evil East, which it's been so long since I've watched Wizard of Oz. I always found that there was quite a lot of versions and I can't remember what version I liked because I remember watching one that I didn't like. But like I said, I can't remember which one it was. And then again we have another character one, which is Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. Peter Pan was one of my favourites growing up. Like, it's just... And now as an adult you think about it and it's like the never growing up and being able to do... being free basically to do what you want. Which I find colouring is a lot like that. It's freeing. A lot of people don't understand you as well when you say you like to colour. Which is why I don't really tell people that I colour. Nana. Michael, darling. So yep, that was Peter Pan. Next we have another Kanako Agusa one. Kanako. Sorry. Animal Wonderland Special, and for some reason I put an alcohol marker base on the fox and never went near it again. With these books, like I said though, there is a lot of detail, but I don't know why I haven't started in this one, because this one I've had ages. That would be a good one for autumn. Where's that paper? That's how you can tell how long it's been as well. This is white printer paper, and I actually haven't used that in ages. I have recycled printer paper and it's like an off creamy grey colour. So that's how long I've had this book, and that paper's been sat there waiting for me. I keep saying I should do that as well, and it never happens. But yeah, so many that I want to colour and I just can't. Love that one. Love it. I think this was the most recent one that I picked to choose, but I didn't do it. I just never got around to it. It's so sad because they're beautiful. Anyway, that's Animal Wonderland special. But again, most of these books that I am actually showing you are like sold out and you can't buy them anymore. So I'm glad that I got them even though I haven't started in them yet. Whereas this one is Australia collection, and this one was released to support the wildfire disasters. I can't remember what year it was now, and like money from this went to help in that. And I actually didn't buy this back then. I think I was still quite new to colouring. Does it have a date on it, or is it like in the collection issues? This is literally issue 14, so that's quite a while ago. But yeah, you got multiple artists in here: Monya Gates, Ellie Marks, Kelly O'Gorman, Cheryl LaFond. These ones aren't really for me, but you never know, do you? Nalik Shoemaker, love her ones. And like I said, I didn't buy it back then, but then when I was doing an order, I think it was this year. It's hard to tell with time. Yeah, when I was buying and I saw this one still in stock, and I was like, why haven't I bought that one? So I just bought it. Jennifer Zimmerman, Jash Lee. You see, this might have been Jash Lee's first appearance in Colour in Heaven. I don't remember what was his first one, but I never knew he was in here. But look at that. Selena Fennick. And obviously it's all to do with Australia. Stunning. Like I said, I don't know why I didn't have it before. You can also tell it's quite old because of the foil. The recent ones are no foil. That was to cut costs. Right, and this next one is Fairy Tale Princesses. Enchanting Designs by Selena Fennick. And as it said, these are fairy tale princesses, which again is a theme that I always seem to buy. But the detail in these, again, is quite a lot. So I would have to really have a focus on to colour one of these. But look at them. Princess and the Dragon. That one looks quite manageable. Not as much going on in that. And that one. But it's a flower. But yeah, stunning. Amazing. Cinderella and her pumpkin? Yeah, I don't have time for that this month. I've already picked too many. And the last one on this uncoloured pile is a Fairies in Nature. I got this at the same time as Australia. And this is actually by Jenny Cook, who works for Colour in Heaven. I can't remember her role, but she's like main material. And yeah, this is her. And I believe she based it off of people she knows. I can't be completely sure about that though, it's been a while. Like the people I mean, not... I mean, they could own frogs. That is adorable. It's precious. But yeah. Oh, that's fun. Again, I just hadn't started in this one. Like I said, when I did the online order, there was a few books, and then you don't get around to colouring in them all right away. It looks like I've picked a page to colour. Looks like I picked this one or this one. Sometimes I stick the paper in on the page or behind the page. Hard to tell, but I do like these ones that are got sort of a frame around them. But yeah, these are fun. I want to colour them all, but I just can't have the time. Oh, I still have the leaflet. I will take that out. Right, so that is the end of my uncoloured books. So again, if you've seen anything in these piles and you wish to do a buddy colour, or you just wish to see me colour in one, because you might just want to see me colour a page, yeah, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, basically, once again, this is a happy 10 years to Colour in Heaven video. Gosh, 10 years. But I've only been buying it since 2020. So for 5 of those years I didn't even know. Which feels kind of bad, doesn't it? But then I feel worse for the people that are just discovering it now, because there are so many issues that you can no longer buy. And you never know if those artists are gonna come back and do another issue. But yeah, this magazine really is probably the best way to get into colouring because of how many illustrators and artists it introduces you to. It's also not good for your bank account though, so it comes with its own risks. So I'm going to leave this here. I'll just show you this finished page one more time because I do love it. Let's move these books out the way again. We'll end on this note. So thank you for watching. If you made it this far, well done, because this is a long video. Happy colouring, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.